great right now. I feel really positive about what I saw happen today, and just more of what I feel about Josh. I think that he is incredible artist, he's an incredible talent. Everything that I had to say to him represented what it is to be a real artist. And week after week, he's shown up and he left it on the stage. I think this would have been his greatest performance throughout the entire season. Tonight, he brought it all together and tied an incredible bow right on top of it. The only thing left now is to win The Voice and to start making his album. That's what I'd like to see happen. I think that he deserves to be The Voice. His voice, it changes the idea about what you think about this show. One, because week, month, year after year, it's been Blake and Adam. You gotta change that. He's changing that.
Well, since it has been Blake and Adam for every season so far, if anyone is kind of having any lingering doubts about why they should be voting for Team Usher, what would you say to them to make sure they vote for you tonight?
I would say that Josh is the shining representation of changing the standard for The Voice. I think that from the beginning, him being consistent in saying and recognizing, knowing who he wanted to be, making the sacrifices that it took to be here, and being dedicated week after week, that's why he deserves it. That's why you should continue to vote. If you voted for him up until this point, you know why he is who he is. Tonight's performance was just yet another indication of his hard work and dedication. He deserves to be The Voice. He's done the work, he's put in the time, and I couldn't think of a better person more deserving to have this opportunity. I'm happy that you chose, I'm happy that you didn't choose me the first time. I actually stole you. I am very happy I've had you on my team and have made history with you because I feel we're going to win it. I know that America is not going to let it happen again for Adam and Blake. And not that it just should, just for that reason. I do think that you are incredible, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was talking to you and him. Sorry.
That's totally fine.
That's my elevator pitch.
Excellent.
Win, lose, or draw, will he still be in your life after the show?
Well, if he wants to, we have to ask him. I'm going to do
my
my part.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
It was great to hear you guys collaborate tonight. What other songs would you like to collaborate on in the future?
I think being able to write something from scratch would be great.
Yes.
It'd be a lot of fun. What's cool about him is that he can do anything. I mean, he can sing any type of song, man. I mean, as long as it has soul in the middle of it, I think that it definitely proved to be a real thing for him. But what is the story? What is the idea of who he is? I think that being able to take a moment of beat after winning The Voice, and then determine what his next step will be and what his album will be about and who he'll be marketing himself to be as an artist is, it's going to happen.
Sure, how much of an impact do you think you have the most Twitter followers of any coach and the endorsement of Bieber and Diddy? How much of an impact do you think that will have on the voting?
I think that it may have some effect, but greater than that, I think that it's real. I think that my family and friends are really reaching out because they tune in. I went all around the world through radio this week and I talked about it. Nobody knows this, that I go above and beyond for my talent, not just here in front of the camera, but I did a radio tour and I went everywhere. In a room, I sat there for 5 hours and talked to them about who he is and how amazing I think he is and why they should tune into the show and what this represents, what this moment is for America. Things change. There's a different idea, a different philosophy, a different approach, and I think that he's done the work to deserve it. And that was before I even saw what he did today, and now I'm even more proud as a coach. I'm more proud that he's going to make the contribution to music that will, once again, change the idea. That's what I'm happy my contribution has been to The Voice, and I have, been just positive and happy to do whatever I have to do.
How has being a coach changed you as an artist in the industry for so long?
As a coach, as a mentor, I've been that, I think, since the moment that I decided to begin to talk about what it is I could offer, and that was by way of just being an influential role model. They say the most influential role model for a child is another child. So as a kid, I'd always talk about what I thought was different. That was a decision when I was younger. As a coach, I think that I got a chance to just show a different side of who I am as a person, who I am as a musician, who I am as a person who, has a philosophy about artist development, because it's a component to who you are as an artist. It's the one thing that, in my opinion, has been missing. Is not in record companies anymore, which is why they're dying. Which is why you now can go online and tell your own story, because you don't need that artist development. But to have sustainability, you do need it. You do need someone that has some experience to say, hey, I don't want you to do exactly the way I did it, but this might be a good idea. This is a reference that I have to offer you, and maybe it could be helpful. So they didn't get a chance to see that side until I came to the voice.